Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, if you hear background noise, as you guys know, I try to avoid it as much as possible, but I do have a 2-year-old, so my baby is definitely in my lap with me per usual. So if you guys do hear a little bit of sound, she is watching Madagascar. So I just want to make sure that I let you guys know this is reality. This is how I live my life 95% of the time. And when I'm doing my makeup, unless someone has her for the weekend, I'm doing my makeup and she's sitting right next to me. And she's definitely keeps me on my toes there. So in today's video, as you can see, if you watched the video before this, because I look kind of familiar, right? So if you watched the video before this one, you saw me do basically my everyday makeup look using my current favorite products. And I just wanted to make my updated, specifically beauty related current favorite products video. Just everything. Some of this stuff is old, some of this stuff is new. But honestly, everything that I'm going to mention here today, I used on my face, and everything I pretty much really love for the most part. Like, you ever had something like a favorite shoe or a shirt or something, and you hadn't seen it in a while, and then you wore it, and you're like, why did I stop wearing it? Like, that's how I feel about makeup sometimes. Like, whoa, why did I stop using this product? Because this product is A1, so what is going on with me? You know, like, it was one of those moments. So I shopped my stash because I definitely have enough makeup where I could shop this shit. So I went back to some of my old favorites and realized sometimes you have to go with all the new products that are coming out. Sometimes you just have to go back and rediscover products that you once loved, and you realize, like, oh, this is why I love this product. This is why I love this. So this video is all about that. I kind of just shopped my stash and fell in love with certain products all over again. And literally, I celebrated my birthday was November 26th, so it was on Thanksgiving. And then that whole weekend, I had date night with my boo. I went bowling with my friends. So that whole weekend, I pretty much used this makeup look. And then last Friday, my boo took me on a date. So we had a cute little date night again, and I wore this makeup look. And pretty much this is just my go-to. I know that it looks good. I know that it's a hit. I know that it's a banger. She's cooking in her kitchen with that loud ass. Okay. She's cooking. Chef Boyardee. We may have a genius here. But anywho, I just know that this look is going to photograph well. I know that it's going to turn out good. I know that what to expect. I just know, like, these products right here are going to get the job done. And it's going to give it to the girls on Instagram. Y'all been showing mad love. And if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure that you're following me, Amber M Mack _. Make sure that you hit subscribe to be notified anytime that I post a video. Make sure that you hit that bell, like, comment, share, all that. Make sure that you guys, make sure that you guys are subscribed to my podcast, More Wine Please with Amber Mack, and that goes up every Friday. So yeah, it's some stuff that y'all gotta catch up on. Everything's linked down in the bio. So with that being said, we're just going to get into these favorites before winter decides to take over my entire video. So let's get into it, okay? And I'm just feeling myself. My Bob, shout out to Brittany. Bob on Smash. It's like, it's me right now. I just love it. Anywho, let's get into these current beauty favorites videos, okay? Let's do it. Okay, so in efforts to keep this video as short and sweet as possible, it's probably gonna seem like I'm running through these products a little bit fast. Just like I said, if you watched my last video, you'll kind of already hear me kind of talk about these products, but I just want to showcase them individual. I want them to have their own video. So okay, so I'm gonna get through these products kind of fast just because I don't want you guys to be here all freaking day. So we're gonna go through them. I'm gonna go through them in order of how I do my face. That way it kind of gives you a better idea. And like I said, if you watched the last video, you kind of have an idea of what the products are already and how much I love them. But you know, I just wanted them to have their own moment to shine, if that makes sense. So that's what we're gonna do here. So to start, I have my Milk Hydro Grip primer. As you guys already know, I've used this since this shit came out, okay? This is one of my favorite primers, if not my only primer. For a long time, I was really loving my Farsali's Skin Blur primer. And then I have the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer. I like those too. But for some odd reason, you know, this one just doesn't do me wrong. It doesn't matter if I'm using a drugstore foundation. It doesn't matter what products I put on my face. This does not move. What I like about it is that when I do put it on, it gets kind of sticky and kind of tacky. And for some people, that's kind of like alarming. Like, whoa, what the hell is going on? But that's really one of the things that I like about it, because it literally makes your foundation stick to it. So I love that piece of it. So honestly, I am like, look, I'm almost out. And you guys know like how much makeup I have. It is very hard for me to finish things. So if I'm almost done with this, the shit's a banger, okay? You gotta go get this. If y'all don't buy, it's a few things in my video. And maybe down in my description box, I put like a star next to it or something. But if you don't do your makeup or you're looking for new products, there's like a few items that I am going to talk about that I just feel like everybody needs. Honestly, I think everybody needs everything I'm talking about. But just in case, there's a few things that I think like everybody should have in their makeup collection when they do their makeup. And this is definitely one of them, okay? I think I spent enough time talking about damn primer. We ain't even gotten to everything else yet, okay? So this is definitely one of them. Next, my Master Camo by Maybelline. Y'all have seen this in a lot of videos as well. For a minute there, I was using, I think it was my Too Faced matte foundation, and I wasn't having to conceal. I mean, not conceal, color correct. So I kind of went back to my roots here. This is the main and only color corrector I use. It works for me. I have other ones, but I like the applicator on this because I just kind of, you guys see me put it in different places. But I don't think people talk about color correcting enough. There's nobody's skin is perfect. Everybody's skin has some type of flaw. Everybody's skin has something. I have hyperpigmentation, so how it looks like this is kind of always darker, especially when I start my tutorials and you see me with a bare face. It's just because, like most women, I grow hair there, so I kind of get this like 5 o'clock shadow kind of a thing going on. And so in order for my skin to look kind of even, at least a little bit, I definitely use this. I have 2 of them. I have a backup, I think, already sitting, just waiting on deck. That is how much I love this color corrector. It blends easy. If you have dark spots, dark under eyes, hyperpigmentation, I highly, highly recommend purchasing this Master Camo color corrector by Maybelline. And this is in the color, it says apricot, but I'm gonna call it orange. Color orange, okay? Next, for my foundation, believe it or not, and I never used to do this, people like mix foundations and do stuff like that. I've never been into that because I just feel like, wow, cake face, and I don't like cake face, right? But I watched Andrea Renee on here, and she actually recommended to mix these 2 products together. And so I was just like, I don't know, but we'll see. So then, if you know me, I'm not big on cake face. I'm very big on natural makeup. I mean, I've promoted that pretty much 100% here on my channel. So for me to even be mixing foundations, oh, you know, I'm on some new shit, okay? So foundations that we're talking about is the Huda Beauty Stick Foundation. I'm in the color Cinnamon, and this is my color. Now, it looks really yellow, but I basically have like 3 different skin types in my face. And then my other one is the Nars Macau. It's in medium deep 4. And I've talked about this before, but these 2 together, it's like making a baby in a good way. It's like a drunken night, making a baby type love making to your face. I don't know if that was a very good description there, but it just lets you know that this is really freaking good. So what I do, like you saw in my video, I just put this on the perimeter, and then I go in with this and I just do it on the center. And I love the way, because this is a soft matte, this gives you, to me, it's just regular stick foundation. I only have one other stick foundation. In all of my years of doing my makeup, there's only been like 3 stick foundations that I've come across that I truly, truly love. My Hourglass one is one of them. It was this one by Minted that I really, really love. I need to replace it because I think winter messed that one up. And then this one. This is so incredibly pretty. Yeah, they are amazing. And this is one of my favorite stick foundation formulas. It's creamy. It doesn't move. It's really pretty. And then this just looks like just literally like a filter in the middle of my face. Everything that I use, I feel like gives me more of like a filter. Like every picture that I've posted on Instagram, honestly, truly speaking, not gassing myself, but I haven't used a filter. So the fact that my makeup looked the way it looks and I haven't used a filter says a lot about the products that I'm using. And this is my complexion products. These are my favorite right now. It's what I keep reaching for. It's what I keep going to. And I've purchased other ones and they're great, but this right here is just everything to me. So again, that's the Huda Beauty Stick Foundation and the Soft Matte Foundation by Nars. Love them. Love them. Y'all have seen it already. It's the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It's a satin finish. And it's in the color Deep Chestnut. And when I put it on in my video and when I take it out of the applicator, it looks really kind of goldeny, olivey kind of. But I don't know what it is, but this freaking concealer, for one, is a fucking hit. I love it. I am a concealer whore, and I have not picked up any new concealer yet. I picked up the new it's not new. I picked up the Laura Mercier one just because I keep seeing people use it. And like, I have Pat McGrath, I have that. I have so many other concealers, but e.l.f. really did the damn thing when they did this one. And I know they had the original one, but this hydrating one is so freaking good. It looks so flawless up under powder. Powder typically mattifies your makeup a little bit. So the fact that this is hydrating and then I set it with powder and it gives me like your skin but better type of glow brightness. I love this concealer. So I have been using this concealer like crazy. I'm probably going to need to buy another one. This may be the first concealer that I ever really have to replace. And I'm riding for this one the same way that I rode for Shape Tape for so long. Shape Tape was my go-to. And this has definitely been one of these products that are like a holy grail for me. So, and it's like only $6 or $8. Like, go to the store and pick it up. Like this, I'm gonna just keep going on. This shit is good. Go get it. Everybody go get it. This is a must-have. Okay? Don't say I didn't try and tell you. I didn't try and drop these gems for y'all. Okay? I actually skipped because I really put on my primer. I put on my primer, then I color correct, then I put on my foundation, and then I do my brows, and then I do my concealer. So I'm gonna back up a little bit and I'm gonna show you my favorite brow products. One of my favorite brow products right now is totally underrated. I don't hear anybody talking about this enough, is the Fenty Brow MVP. I don't hear nobody talking about this enough. So basically this is how it looks. So I don't know if you guys follow, but everybody's kind of doing that soapy brow thing. So this is kind of like that. So basically it's like wax in a form. So it's like that. It's like a wax. And as you saw in my video, I just go over my eyebrows with it. This has literally, I have not touched a brow pencil, none of that. I absolutely love this, whatever it is. It comes with a brush. I call it a wax. Comes with this brush. I as you can see, I've used the brush, but I don't really use the brush. But this right here, oh my God. So then once I put down kind of my wax, like my base, I just go in with an oldie but goodie. And I have the pomade, I have the pencil, but the Anastasia Dark Brown Brow Powder Duo. Of course, I mainly just use this side. I don't really know what this side is for. Never really knew what it was for. But I use this side. It's an oldie but goodie, but it's like one of my staples. Like, I like using powder just because it gives me that darkness and that thickness, but it's not too harsh. So I really do like using a powder. And of course, I use my Anastasia brow pencil with the spoolie. It's very thin, so I use a thin liner eyebrow kind of brush, and I just fill in. I just line my eyebrows because, of course, I get them done. So once I put down the wax, it kind of just lets my eyebrows sit, and then I just fill it in. And then this is what you get. Like, love it. I think it's so natural. I don't like the overdone eyebrows. My eyebrows are already naturally thick, so I don't need to enhance them anymore. I think it's just perfect for me. Love that little brow duo. And I used to be heavy on the brow gel. That wax, my eyebrows do not move. I could fall asleep with them. They ain't moving. So definitely grab those, because those are bangers. I need to think of another word other than banger. But it's a banger. It's a bang. You feel me? A bang. Oh. Don't this remind you of that video? Of that guy? Or stiff wear. Y'all don't mind me. I'm a little sleepy and I'm feeling myself at the same time. So, moving on. I went back to my old way of setting my under eye in my face. So, Jackie Aina used to do this. I don't know if she does it anymore, but this is one of her gems that she has left me. And I stopped doing it for a long time, and now I'm back doing it. And this is why my under eye is so fire. And this is why my pictures have had no flashback, no ghost-like appearances. It just, so first I go in with my Dermablend loose setting powder. It is in the color Warm Saffron. So I go in with my e.l.f. and then I use this like orange kind of like powder. I take this powder and I initially set all under my face. And like I said, y'all saw me kind of do all these techniques. So once I set this, I go in with my Fenty Cashew. This is like the messiest powder on earth, but it's worth it. It is worth all the mess. So this cashew color, now this is like this light color that I would never wear by itself. And all I do is take a little bit. I don't fully set my under eye. I use this to fully set. I just take a little bit on my beauty blender and I just highlight it a little bit. Giving it to the girls. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. It just looks so good mixed together. Jackie was in her bag when she came up with this combo, and because of that, I let this go. I've strayed away. I've heard about so many other setting powders and I've tried them. They don't give it to me like this one does. Not that I don't have any good ones in my collection, but this is always going to be my go-to. I mean, I'm literally running out of this powder. I've never seen my powders go down. Like, I'm literally... You see the results. Y'all know I'm not playing. Fenty Cashew, Dermablend, and Warm Saffron. Don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't tell you. Next, to do my kind of contour, I don't really know. I just know I do this after my concealer, and I feel like it just warms up my face. I use the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Creamy Concealer. I don't even know if I said that right. And when I first put it on, especially on camera, it looks like, I'm not putting anything on. But then when I do it and I warm it up, it's like, oh, okay. And I've used other colors and they've just been too dark or it looks muddy or something. I don't know what it is about this particular color, but it is literally perfect on my skin. It is perfect for the perimeter of my face. It gives me just enough warmth, but it doesn't make me look crazy. It's beautiful. I love this. And I usually typically set that with this Makeup Revolution Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer in Deep. It says glow on the front. But this is the bronzer I use. And y'all know I'm a ride or die for my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer and my Fenty bronzer. Those are two bronzers that I do not play about. But this one, so it's going to scare you. It looks a little deep, especially on camera. It's not that deep. But this wasn't, I actually wanted dark. So when I went to the store, I thought that they only had like three different colors. So I thought that the deep was the dark. I don't know how I got them mixed up until I went back on Ulta.com and I was like, oh, there's a dark. So I'm going to order the dark. But let me tell you why I like this. This already warms up my face. What I like about this is when I put it right here and when I add a little bit, but then when I add it right to my cheeks, it's a little bit darker. So it sets, but it also chisels. So I'm not putting a whole bunch of product on. I'm not doing all that, but it does, it chisels my face in a way that is so freaking good. I have a round, little chunky face. So anything that can chunk, like make these cheeks chunkless, I love, okay? So this is definitely good. It blends well. Your little goes a long way. You don't need a lot of product. You just buff it on there. So I definitely am going to order dark, but this deep one. So to set my entire face, I'm just going to throw this in here because it's an honorable mention because I have yet to find a face powder that does what this Sephora Microsmooth powder does. I'm surprised I'm not finished with it. I'm surprised I have not hit pan. I could not find another face powder that does what this does for me. I've had this for so long. It is my favorite. I don't use any other ones. And I like this because it literally is like having a filter in a container. And once I do everything to my face, I buff this on and it's like having a filter. So on top of everything else that kind of makes me look like, you know, I add this to any places that I didn't set and on top of places that I set. And it's kind of like I just went on my Instagram story and just added a filter even though it's just powder. Like that is the best way I can explain how well I like how this powder works. It's literally just like, whoo, hello, you know, like this is my favorite. Honorable mention. I don't talk about it much because I'm like, I use the same thing, y'all know. But this is always going to be like, maybe I should do like a holy grail video because this is definitely one of my holy grails. If I have products that I don't usually change out, I mean, I've heard good face products. I'm still looking for a drugstore one. But if there's a drugstore, if there is a face powder out there that can change my mind about this one, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it because this is just it for me. I do all that. I'm down to my last couple of items. Once I do all that, I use this Fenty Beauty What It Do Makeup Refreshing Spray. So this is like the little clear one. I guess it's supposed to be kind of dewy, but I just use it to kind of bring life back. Once you add all these powders to your face, sometimes your face can look a little dry, it can look a little dull. So I really just spray this on there to give oomph. This is like my modern day Mac Fix Plus, if that makes sense. You know, Mac Fix Plus, you're spraying it to make your face get back more life back to it, you know, wetting up the product, making it set. That's basically what I use this for. And don't get me wrong, my Mac Fix Plus still there, but I definitely think that Fenty did a great job with this. And excuse me. And what I like about this is the mist, how it comes out. I like the mist. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. I don't know if you can see that. But it's not harsh. It's not a, ooh, what's in my mouth? It's not like a harsh spray. Like, it's very soft. It's not a lot. A little goes a long way, as you can see. So I like this. This is definitely a great product to have. Moving on to eyes. I know you guys remember this. If you watched my drugstore, palette, fall palette collection or haul or whatever, then I did mention this. I have not played in all the colors like I want to. I think this is a very universal palette. I stand on everything that I said in that last video. I still love it. I haven't played with all the colors, but just playing with one lets me know that this whole palette is going to be something serious color-wise and blendability, because it was so good. So the color that I have on my eyes right now, the color that, and you can use any color. I use this particular color, and I really just honestly just picked a palette because you know, during my birthday weekend, I packed a bag because I was pretty much at my boo's house the entire weekend. And I just picked a palette that I could get some versatility out of. I packed a couple palettes, but I picked one that I could get versatility out of, and this was it. And literally, I just picked this color, and it's been my go-to ever since. I just use one shade. It's my one shade color because I usually use bronzer when I do that. So this has been my one shade color. And what I like about this, it blends so well. It's so pretty. I'm pretty sure I used another color. I think I may have used this color. I may have mixed them the other night when I went out. But for the most part, I've been only using this color as like an all over color, my everyday go-to kind of a color. And I just love it. And I like this palette. This palette makes me excited to do makeup. So I'm definitely going to play with some other colors. But that one color that I've been using right there, that's it. That tells me everything I need to know. So I just need to start experimenting. You feel me? Okay. Down to the last few items. This Sephora, these Sephora Pro palettes are highly underrated to me. I don't know what made me really want them. I have an eyeshadow palette, and I also have this blush palette. It's the Deep Pro Face palette. So, the pan size is ridiculous. Look at how much you're getting. On my face, I used these two. Let me get this out of here. I like to preserve my makeup, okay? But on my face, I use these two. I mixed them together for a blush. Now, you can't see it, but this orange has like kind of gold specks in it. And this is just a matte kind of brownish reddish blush. One's called Premiere and one's called After Party. And these blushes, to me, the pan size is really good. When they said deep, they really made it deep. It is really flattering to my skin tone, and a little goes a long way. I think that we need to talk about these pro palettes way more than we do, because they are really, really great pro palettes. This is like, honestly, my go-to palette. Now, next to, I have this Lunar Beauty blush palette, and I have another one that I got from Target. And then I have a few little blushes. I like blush. I like concealer. I like makeup. Let me just shut the hell up on that. But this is one of my newer products. And when I first used it, actually, when I first used it, I was like, oh my gosh, okay. And now I just pack it with me because I'm like, options. It gives you summer, it gives you fall. It works for your skin tone, so definitely like that. And they have one for light, medium skin tones. I just got deep because, of course, I'm a deep chocolate sister, okay? For eyeliner, so fun fact, I get my lashes done. So I don't really have a favorite lash because I typically get them done. And when I don't wear lashes, I'm either wearing Ardell Wispies or I'm wearing Kiss number 11s or Pose or something like that. So those are as far as lashes. But liners, my favorite go-to liner right now is this Makeup by Mario liner. It is so creamy and gel-like. It is so nice to put on. Like, if you just... I barely touched it. So this is definitely one of my favorite pencils. I've been using it since I bought it, since the collection came out. And then he has this little brush on the end. So that little brush, I have a problem with winged liner. I still don't do it too often. But when I do want to smoke out my bottom lash line, or I do want to add like a little pizzazz, I could just use this brush, maybe another brush, and it just smokes it out. See how I'm doing that? And see how I kind of smoked it out with no problem? So this is what I have on my eyeliner right now. I absolutely love, yes, I absolutely love this. It's been the only one. For a long time, I like the Urban Decay one. And the Essence ones are really good too. But this is so good. And it's so smooth. And I think it's waterproof because I swear to God, it never moves. Like, I don't ever have raccoon eye by the end of the night or by the end of the day. I'm pretty much at a good point with this every time I go to wash my face. So this is definitely a good one. It retails for, I think, $18 at Sephora and is 100% worth it. I have this one and I have the brown one, but for the most part, I've been using black because I think black is just sensual and sexy. Duh. Come on now. So, as far as mascara, I'm just going to throw this in real quick. When I don't have on lashes, like when I have on lashes right now, when I don't have on lash extensions, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal mascara. So this is the mascara that I use. And if I don't use this one, I'm using the Anastasia one. But she actually did a really great job. And I like the brush. I think the brush is really different. And I think it really does help. It's like when you turn it this way, it's flat. And then it bends like that. So, well, not bends. When you turn it, it's flat. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, just go to the store and buy it. Trust me. It's really good. Because I don't know how to explain it. But I do like the formula of this. So, I tend to run to this. And I use it on my top lashes, on my bottom lashes. This is a really good mascara. We are down to the last two parts of our face. So, for lips, I have a few things. So, I've been using the e.l.f. Ride or Die Lip Balm. I have two different flavors of this. This is kind of the minty one. It's very thick. I put it on right before I do my makeup. I know I kind of don't showcase that piece, but I put this on right before I do my makeup and it leaves my lips kind of thick. And it's also really nice when I go to put on my lip gloss or my lipstick. So for lip gloss, I've been really into the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. The one I have on today is the color Amber. But once I also have like 3 other colors, but I really just, one, it's named after me, and I really like this color. I like the doe foot applicator, and I like how it glides on. Like, look at that. And it gives you a little bit of plumpness. So this is one of my favorite glosses at the moment. Now, me, I'm a gloss girl. So I really like glosses. So this will be my favorite now. By next month, I'll have a new one. But as of right now, this is one of my favorite glosses. And then, honorable mention, don't have it on today, but this has been my favorite go-to lip combo when I want a matte lip. I take the Juvias Place pencil in Kola. This is a Juvia's Place lip pencil in the color Kola. It's like a dark brown. Let me see if I can show you, kind of. So it's just like a dark brown. And then I line my lips, and then I fill my lips in with the soft matte lip cream in London. So it's like a nice little nudie lip cream. And then I top it off with some gloss. I could use the one that I have on right now, Amber. I could use another one, but I always put gloss on top of it. So this is like my honorable mention go-to. If I'm going out, I still put this in my purse. I'm probably going to put this on my lips. Like, I really, really like this combo right here. Actually, I know that we are all big on the Morphe setting spray and stuff like that, but this one just needs to get its flowers. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Setting Spray. It's the party all night, stay all day setting spray. There's no melting, no fading, no creasing. And this literally lives up to the hype. It is worth the price point. When I tell you, everywhere I went, of course, I had to put on a mask or at least walk in with a mask at some point. Basically, this setting spray, your makeup will not move. This is the other item next to this one. This is one that you need, especially in times like now where we're forced to wear a mask, but you shouldn't have to stop wearing makeup or anything. you shouldn't like stop wearing makeup or anything that you like to do to feel good. So I just noticed that this setting spray right here, spray it, little goes a long way, little chemical smelling, you'll get past it, put on some perfume. And when I tell you, your makeup does not move. My makeup has been on for a couple hours now and has not moved. It looks just as good as it did when I first did it. So I will say that this is definitely a staple to have in your collection. I think Charlotte Tilbury did her thing with this. I absolutely love this setting spray. I don't know if I'll go back to another one because this just gets the job done and it works. I am all about being practical, and I feel like you should always get products that actually work. And if it doesn't work, you send it back or whatever. But I'm actually happy that for the price point of this, it's not super expensive, but it's not super cheap like the Morphe Setting Mist. But I do feel like you get your bang for your buck, and it really does work, and your makeup really does party. You really can't party all night and it'll stay all day. It's really what it says it is. Seriously. Get you it. All right, guys. I thought I got some on my shirt. All right, guys. So that's it for this video.
Okay, guys.
So my young little protege.
Chill down, mommy. Mommy, guys. Chill down.
You heard the girl. Chill down, guys. Chill down. All right, guys. Thank you. That's all of my current beauty favorites. That is all the products that I have been using, especially in the month of November, December. That is how I do my makeup. That is everything that I've been using. So with that being said, I think I've had you guys sitting here long enough. So with that, just make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Follow me on my social media, Amber M Mack _. It's all listed down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for supporting, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.